Mio, mio, guten Tag. Hello, welcome back to my lectures of my book, IT ERP Projects, 33 years experience, 99 thoughts, 66 minutes to read. As always, straightforward recording with an iPhone, some virtual background, some AI sound enhancement. That's all. No cut, one shot, no trial. As always, lecture of a chapter of a book and then explaining what I was thinking about, what my thoughts were behind it. If you like, share, spread the news, or get my book. Otherwise, contact me and we can discuss more in detail. Thought 33, give me what I want, not what I asked for. The typical problem is that requirements are not clearly defined, which leads to different solutions. Make sure that the persons involved in the requirements definitions understand the business case, understand to communicate this requirement to different stakeholders, and to abstract their problems from the direct use case. Developers think different than functional consultants who think different than the end user. Easy to be lost in translation. A good thing can have a trained translator, a person who knows your business and business processes by heart and also know the software you want to implement and understand the software logic. I think this is one of the most critical parts in any complex projects, understanding what was requested. We communicate a lot, we write requirements, we write specification documentations, we have meetings, we create recordings of it, and we agree all on the solution, how it looks like, until we develop it, until we implement it. And then we understand, potentially during the delivery, that this was wrong, but most likely afterwards, when it hits really the end user, the daily life process. For my students, I did a little game. I bought some bread rolls, whole wheat and rye bread rolls and everything you can get, 5 different sorts. I bought a couple of different jams, butter, margarine, and honey, and all the things you potentially put on your breakfast bread roll. And everybody knows what a jelly bread roll for breakfast is. So I sent one of the students out to make one. And then I asked 20 others, what do you expect from a bread roll for breakfast? And there was the one who wanted a whole grain bread roll with butter and strawberry jam. And other one wanted a plain white bread roll with margarine and raspberry jam. So they were all different things. It was all the same requirement, creating a bread roll with something sweet for breakfast. Or create a jelly bread roll. The student came back in, he presented his bread roll, and no one of the 20 other students liked the bread roll he showed. And it's a very simple task. A lot of us do it every morning, on the weekends, when you're in a hotel, making a simple bread roll with some jam, peanut butter, or whatever on it is. So we all think that we know what it is, a jam bread roll for breakfast. Until somebody prepares it. So make sure that you communicate your requirements, even the most simple things, discuss it with the people. Try to understand them. Note it down what you've understood. Let the other one check what you understood, and then agree that this will be the solution. And the luxury case is if you have somebody who speaks, let's see, implementation language, potentially some IT close language, and on the other hand, somebody who speaks the business language. The key users, the power users, understands them, the department heads or whoever is in the part, and the other side understands the IT language. That is a luxury position, and these people are really bringing value to it, especially if they achieve to stay neutral, not belonging to the IT camp or not belonging to the business camp, but belonging to the understand camp to make the connection for the communication between those camps. If you have these people, they can really bring value. You can call them internal consultants, business analysts, whatever you want to call them, but they need to have a fundamental understanding how these IT systems work, in best case already your new software and how the business process works. And then you can create something fantastic. If you have to explain an IT guy what you want, it's difficult if you come from the end user. And if a real IT guy speaks to the end user with all his coding language, they don't understand. But make sure that you understand both sides, really to be able to work on something which is at the end the solution the customer, the end user, the key user expects. It's all about understanding. Spending there half an hour more in understanding what kind of bread roll you want. Then you want strawberry jelly on it. Then you want real butter. Then you want a plain white bread roll. Then it's much easier than otherwise you get a bread roll which you don't like. Okay, so it's Friday, 7 o'clock evening German time. So potentially you see it tomorrow morning for the breakfast, and then think about when you make your bread roll or your peanut butter sandwich or whatever, how complex that is if somebody does not know which jelly you like on it, or if it's peanut butter or real butter. Thank you very much. See you next week. Goodbye. Adele. Meow, meow.